Hey kids, you trying to get into Segment City? Well, you really shouldn't, because Segment City is a mature podcast, and listener discretion is advised. I'm just trying to look at... I know I'm in an alleyway. I know how I look, but I got some fireworks for you kids. I got snakes and I got sparklers. That's all I got. Oh, don't give me that.
Spooky, scary skeletons send shivers down her spine. Pop, pop. Sticks and stones to... Wait, I forget the rest of this song.
That's Will's entry into our Halloween karaoke competition. Now it's me. Werewolf vomits.
I was gonna sing that.
Scary. Boys becoming men. Men becoming wolves.
Ooh, welcome to this special Halloween edition
It's
of
a
Segment
full
City.
moon over Segment City this week.
All the ghouls and
Ghosts and goblins
and the
are
most
out.
terrifying thing, children are out, and they're begging for handouts from
Your
houses.
own mortality has come.
Ooh, yeah.
Just ooh, eyes, and all you got.
That's all I
gonna
got.
spend the whole podcast just going ooh.
Welcome to Segment City, a podcast. That's. Oh, we forgot to introduce ourselves. I'm the head of Spooktacular, the Spooktacular episode, the Scare Master General.
Ooh, there
Will
you go.
Kane.
And I'm Captain Jack Scarecrow.
Damn it, that's a dumb one, but it's also
Got
good.
him, Theosopakos.
Theosopakos, 20th year in a row that he's been Captain Jack Sparrow.
Before the Pirates movies even came out, my parents dressed me up as a little boy
Do
with
that funny little
a
voice.
little goatee.
Mother, where's the rum? Where's the
That's
rum?
not very nice.
That's
Not very nice. Everybody gets some rum. Like you're 5 years old, and what is this IP?
Call me Captain Jack Sparrow.
No, Captain Jack
Also-
Scarecrow.
Scarecrow. Also, mother, I've pooped my pants.
Mom, I've made a doody. Okay.
As you've probably gathered by now, this is a podcast in which Theo and I present segments to each other that we come up with every week. Some of these are new segments, some of them are reoccurring,
And some of them are spooky.
and some of them are spooky. We usually don't know what the other person's gonna produce, except for this week. I know
Spoiler
one
alert.
of the segments, spoilers.
Spoilers.
But we usually start out with a Will's spooky thoughts this week. I would pay any amount of money to see a Casper the Friendly Ghost movie in which Casper befriends kids, but Casper tries to kill them so that he can have friends forever.
Oh my god.
Like it takes a turn.
Do you think that the kids, once they become ghosts, will be mad at Casper?
Yes,
You think they'd be pissed?
absolutely.
You think it would backfire on Casper? He wouldn't end up with any friends?
Probably. Okay, so this is what I'm imagining for this movie. Regular Casper the Friendly Ghost movie.
Right.
He has his mansion with his spooky ghost friends, and he befriends some kids. And he's like, yeah, come on in, we're going to have a good time. And then it turns into like evil Home Alone, where he's
Oh,
just
God.
like, fucking fall into that pit. Fall into that spike pit, you son of a bitch. I
do
need
it
some
now.
friends. I'm so fucking lonely. I'm only with my
You're gonna
uncles.
grow up and leave me.
I'm going to come on, fucking die.
Oh my god.
And he just is like, don't you want to be with me forever? And then they got to get
my God.
ye old Ghostbusters.
Ye old.
Ye old Ghostbuster. And so that's what do you think about that movie pitch, producer?
Sounds pretty spooky.
It sounds pretty spooky. I would love an actual horror movies featuring Casper the
What
Friendly
about
Ghost.
Casper, but it wouldn't be called Casper the Friendly Ghost. Called Casper the Unfriendly Ghost.
What if it was?
What if it was a movie? What if they did
what
a
if the main
reboot?
character was played by Casper Van Dien,
Mm.
an actor who you don't know.
I don't know who that is.
No,
What if they did a reboot of Casper, but it wasn't a kid ghost anymore? It was just an adult.
he was a sad adult. Like
he was
he
a
had
sad
ghost
adult.
stubble, and he's like, "What the fuck
What
am I
the
making
fuck?
of my unlife?
Yeah. I have no prospects.
I have no job. What am
I-
I gonna
what,
do?
What can I do? Scare people? Get shot?
Can't even. I'm too friendly. He still has the bow tie, but it's like loose.
Oh my god.
He's just like fucking Booberry is like taking all the good jobs. Fucking Booberry. Booberry, you could eat my ghost ass.
Eat my ghost ass. Eat my translucent ass.
Eat my little wispy part here.
This isn't even an ass.
This isn't even. I don't even have an ass. What am I gonna do?
It's just a wisp.
I'm just a wisp. He's just like got a beer gut, and he's like, I don't even drink beer. I can't eat anything.
I don't have a beer belly. This is just. I don't know how I got this.
You ever figure out how the fuck Casper died?
I don't think they reveal that.
Because it would be sad.
That's like a pretty dark implication of that children's movie.
It's one of those classic, like, if you think about it for like 2 more seconds, it's like the Santa Claus. I'm jumping to different holidays, but like he kills Santa Claus. Tim Allen kills the Santa Claus. That's how he gets the powers, like the Highlander.
That's right.
How did Casper die?
Probably killed Santa Claus.
Have you ever
Wait, Casper was Santa Claus. Holy shit.
He was the first child. There has to be a child Santa Claus.
Right.
Santa
Santa
there
Claus
had to be one child.
And so
who
when he
killed
died,
Santa.
he just went back to his childhood form, which is Casper.
And then he died again? Oh no, he just like I was the soul of a child.
That was the soul of a child. He had that childhood spirit the whole time.
Have you heard that theory that Casper is actually Richie Rich because they have the same, like, I think it's by the same company, so their faces look exactly the same.
Weird. Spooky.
Very weird, very spooky.
Weird fact from my childhood. Casper, that scene at the beginning when the kid gets trapped in the closet,
yeah,
freaked me the fuck out as a
Jesus.
child. Like, I was like so terrified of that. I wanted to watch Casper, and my mom would always have to like fast forward through that part because I couldn't take it.
Theo and I were talking about something before, which I'm going to bring up again. Which I went to Canobie Lake Park, which is a theme park in New Hampshire, and I went on the haunted minecart ride, which is just like it's just like you go and it's a flat ride in a minecart, and the first part is you're in a like mine with all these like miners, and they're just like, oh, get the dynamite, and they're blasting, and there's one point in it that there's a miner, he's like, wait, don't go back, and then it transitions to the Grim Reaper, and the Grim Reaper's going, too late. We're just like,
don't come over here,
don't come too late. And then I told Theo that randomly it just like goes into an Egyptian tomb for some reason, and they're like, the pharaoh's curse, and there's this, like a pharaoh mummy.
Like, what other public domain things are scary?
And
Pharaohs.
The people I went on it with were like, when I was a kid, this scared the shit out of me. And now it's just like, I mean, the animatronics were scary because they're just like uncanny valley, like, welcome to our mine. But it's so like, that just reminded me of just like back in our day, that was really scary, but now it's just stupid.
My God.
Theo, do you have a spooky segment for us?
I have a spooky segment for you, Will. Well, in inspiration for Halloween, I went and did a little digging around the old Amazon, the old source of truth, Lord Bezos himself.
Lord Bezos.
And I found a book that we need to read the plot summary of. Not plot summary, the blurb.
Is this Amazon erotica? Or
it's not it's not erotica, it's just Amazon ridiculousness.
Amazon books.
Amazon books. Yes, this book is entitled Demons Are Dicks.
Are you sure that's not erotica?
It's called Demons Are Dicks.
It's Demons Are Dicks, not Demons Have Dicks. Okay.
Demon Dicks.
Demon Dicks. Stacy is a single. A plus size single.
Plus size single Stacy finds that she's living in her roommate is a demon.
I mean, that's probably not far from
There's a demon who has 3 dicks.
Who also he doesn't do his dishes. What a bad boy.
He's a real asshole. He's a real dick.
He's a demon.
He's a demon.
He's pretty on point now I think about it.
He's just a dick.
He's just a dick.
Here's the blurb about it. This is what they chose to put on the website.
Okay, so demons are dicks.
My name's Archer.
Okay.
My friends call me Archer.
This is a meme already.
You can call me something else.
He doesn't even say choose whatever you want.
He mentions his name twice and then says, don't call me that.
My friends call me Archer. You're not my friend.
You ain't my friend, buddy. I don't like to brag, but
no.
I'm badass.
Okay, what are we going to call him? Badass.
Farcher.
Farcher. Okay, that's a good one.
Call him Farcher the demon.
Farcher the dick demon. All right.
If you met me on the street, I'd tell you I was a professor, live alone, and watch too much Netflix.
I love that he isn't these things. He just says,
That's what I
if
tell
you ask,
you.
I just tell you I'm a professor. What do you teach? Oh, shit.
I teach professor.
I teach professor. What's your name? You're not my friend yet.
You can call me Farcher.
Tell me what you want. Preferably Farcher.
I'm trying to make it into a cool nickname.
It's not working too well.
It's not working too well. You might see me at my favorite spot, the Tavern on Pine, throwing back Miller High Lifes and charming the local
you.
single and unhappy married ladies.
Oh, what? Okay, I hate him.
And you might
He's
think,
a dick. What the fuck?
And you might think I'm just like you, just like everybody else, living a normal life in this perfectly normal world. But don't let the cover story fool you. I'm a slayer, and the world ain't even close to normal.
Wait. Wait, is this Buffy the Vampire Slayer fanfiction?
Is it?
I would love if it was. Oh my god.
It would instantly remedy all of your critiques.
It would absolutely. I would love if the new Slayer was a man and his name was Farcher.
Farcher the Slayer.
I just live a normal life where I lie to people about everything I do. Like, normal people.
I spend my nights keeping the creatures of the night, or cons, in check.
That's already a name for things, so I don't call them demons.
Sometimes that means getting my hands dirty. I stake vamps, put mutts to sleep, and slay the hell out of demons.
This is Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
It is.
But with Farcher.
Okay. Life's not easy when supernatural beings are always out for your blood. And that's what a good week looks like. Right now, I'm having a bad week.
They're also out for my cum. It is an erotica. Oh, no. I tricked you. It is erotica.
That's what a good week looks like. I'm having a rough week. I was evicted from my house. My internet got
I lost
shut
my
off.
fake job.
And I lost my favorite tweed jacket. I can't tell people I'm a professor anymore.
The local kids make fun of me. It's terrible.
Another Slayer just turned up dog food, and I've got a fresh recruit to train. My bosses for the daytime cover job is a knob, and this asshole demon, Assig, may be building an unstoppable army in hell to bring about the apocalypse.
This is Buffy, but like an asshole who drinks Miller High Life.
Right. So there's that. Good thing I'm badass.
Fuck you.
That's it. That's the blurb.
Can you give me a few quick reviews?
Oh, here we go.
I want a few sick reviews on this one. I want to see if people actually enjoy it.
5 stars, a very good book.
Okay.
This is a very good urban, almost parody fantasy novel. The main character is fun in a Neanderthalic way. I do want to know what happened to the dog, though.
What? The dog just disappears, I guess.
2 stars. Demons are not the only ones. Savage. Savage.
I mean, it's the easiest burn, but it's a great
One
burn.
of the most unlikable characters ever read. Half the book is his put-down theories on everything and everybody. This book is like the beer he loves, thin and watery. Whoa!
They got him and Miller High Life in one go.
That's savage, dude.
That is very savage. That was a good.
That's just a book I found.
That was a hoot nanny.
It's hootenanny scrolling around.
I know we're supposed to be screaming, but we're howling with laughter.
And laughter.
That was a good one. I think it's time for us to do a quick versus. So this is a segment in which
put in a sick sound effect right there. This is a note to Will.
Ready? Now.
Thanks,
Good
Will.
job.
Good job, Will. You did a
Nice.
really good sound effect.
So this is a segment in which Theo and I create an elevator pitch for a product or a thing based on what would you call it? Like a prompt
Yeah.
that I gave you. So the prompt this week is create your own candy
Candy. It's
for Halloween.
themed.
It's Halloween the time of candy.
We're going to fill your bag.
I think you should go first on this
You can
one.
fill my bag.
Okay, we're out of Amazon, not erotica.
Demons aren't the only ones.
Who are assholes.
No, you start us off. You gave me the prompt, so I want to know I want you to know. I want you to go
Well,
first.
mine's is I really like mine.
You do.
is why I want.
That's
to go
why I want to
second.
hear it. Yeah, go for it.
Okay, great.
Did you only come up with one? I came up with a bunch of just small ones.
Oh, I had one other one, but I don't. It was weird.
Okay.
1 second. I think I might sneeze. Spooky sneeze. The only one I came up with that other than my main one was anatomically correct chocolate bunny.
Weird.
Gross.
Weird.
Like with like chocolate organs and stuff.
Don't like it. Gross.
So what I call this is my main pitch.
Here we go.
It's called the Everything Candy Bar, aka the Fat Man, after the nuclear bomb, because this is gonna go through like a fucking nuke.
It's gonna wreck you.
I could have named it was the nukes were Fat Man or Little Boy, and I was like, I can't call it.
You gotta call it Fat Man.
Yeah, Fat Man. Okay, so this is gonna be a mouthful in both ways, both speaking it and also I don't know how you'd eat this. So it has gummy bears with a Skittle inside it, like it's a xenomorph chest burster.
Okay.
So it's in its stomach. And then there's a bedrock of graham cracker, which supports made of Twizzler. So you're basically
God.
making a house. That is this candy bar.
This is not a candy bar. This is a mansion.
This is a very big candy bar, I'm imagining.
This is a structure that happens to be edible.
Then caramel to seal it in like a mosquito in amber from Jurassic Park.
Oh my gosh.
Top that, nougat, peanuts, toffee, chocolate mousse, peanut butter, Oreos.
Wait, there's
Everything. Just
everything.
Like layer. Cover that in chocolate, and then cover that with a combo of M&M's, Skittles, and Reese's Pieces.
Oh my god.
Then candy coat the entire thing.
Then wrap it in cookie dough. Then deep fry it.
Yes. Okay. Actually, we're gonna keep riffing.
Oh my
what else
God.
do we want to do? My last that was the end of my thing. Was you candy coat it because I also added the sentence you could build a house out of these things.
These are cinder blocks.
These are cinder. This is. I just tried to imagine every single thing.
Yep.
The everything.
The everything.
Bar.
The Fat Man candy bar.
Every flavor profile.
It's all there.
It's like, oh, what do I want? Three Musketeers.
Would you eat this whole thing in one sitting, or would you eat off a part of it?
I'm imagining I want somebody to make this and send us a picture and then die because you'd probably get diabetes immediately from it. Because imagine the cross section. I imagine it is like I'm gonna do a hand.
It's like
thing
the ultimate turducken.
Like this big,
like the size of a turkey, like a Thanksgiving turkey,
like the size of a Toblerone you can get in an airport. Like it's just a gigantic thing.
Real Jerry Seinfeld moment. What's the deal with those Toblerones? Who's buying those in the airport?
Who's going to the airport and buying Toblerones?
What's the deal?
What's the deal with these Toblerones? All right, now I'm hungering for your one.
So I came up with some smaller ideas.
Okay.
So I went a different route of like...
I put everything into one. You're like segmenting it. I think that's probably a better
So
strategy.
I went the route of like, why does... Let me take the format of candy and apply different flavors to it.
Ooh, you're actually getting creative with
So what about a Starburst that was cheese flavored?
Yuck. Okay, that's
Wait,
the
but
grossest
think about
thing
it.
I've ever...
But
no,
think about
that's a cheese cube, you fucking idiot.
Think about it, Will. No, it's flavored like cheese.
Individually wrapped cheese cubes.
I love it.
Yes, I'm getting the charcuterie board ready.
It's
Let me
like
unwrap
nacho
all
cheese, but you just suck on it.
these. Your next one, you psycho.
An Indian curry candy.
Ooh, well,
Like a hard candy that has like an Indian curry flavor
you know
to
what?
it.
I could actually get behind that.
Where you're just like, it's
Some
like a
good spice
savor. It's
to
like
it.
a savory, spicy flavor.
It's kind of like
It takes like tikka
it's
masala,
like
like the tikka masala
yeah,
sauce.
It's like not cinnamon, but like that kind of
Right.
savory
Right.
spice. Like that.
It wouldn't be sweet, but it would be like an interesting flavor just to like have.
I would enjoy that.
Yeah, right? Okay, I got another one.
Yep.
What about just candy that tasted like butter? I mean, like at the end
They
of the day,
have that.
do they?
Well, they have deep fried butter.
Yeah, but at the end
At,
of the
like,
day,
the
what
Texas Fair.
I really want is not to eat butter, but have the taste of butter in my mouth.
Butterscotch.
I hate butterscotch. Butterscotch nasty. You
We go
fucking
to
90
the-
year old.
We're going back to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. That has to be on the fucking cart.
Just-
Do you want some button? You can get jelly beans. I think they're jelly beans.
Yeah,
that
those
have
are
butter
great,
flavor.
but I want like a
They're
hard
great?
candy. That
I don't
I like
like
those. The
them. I don't like
buttered popcorn ones.
No. I think they taste gross, personally.
And then for a weird from left field kind of pitch. This, I don't know how we'd logistically do this,
Yeah.
but I want to be able to go into a shop and at the counter buy a bar that is just nachos but in a bar.
That's what's with you with the cheesy ones.
I just want something savory. That's all I want.
I'm imagining like a cereal bar, but with
nachos, like tortilla chips.
And it's just fused together with cheese.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh, gross.
It's so good.
You get like a jalapeno, a stray jalapeno in there. That was versus tweet us with the
yours was candy. Mine was not candy.
Yours was not candy.
Mine was like, what if foods were distilled?
Whose side are you on this one?
You want cheese, Starburst.
Do you want everything in one thing, or do you want Theo's savory concoctions?
Ooh, that's don't tell Will. Business idea. Theo's savory concoctions.
What? Who's the?
I'd like to thank Laura for
something?
some help on this segment too, because she helped me think of some of these.
I would not like to thank my girlfriend.
Savage.
Damn.
Absolutely brutal, my
Absolutely
dude.
savage. Your turn.
Oh my god. Well, when was I don't know how to introduce this segment.
Okay, just go.
I think we should cast a new member of a team.
Okay, what team?
Remember how that last time, a long time ago, we talked about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Yes.
And we came up with a new teenage
member?
What if there was a fourth Wizard of Oz character?
Okay.
Who would that person be?
What are they lacking?
What are they lacking, and who would they be?
He's a smoker and he's lacking lungs.
Lungs.
An alcoholic who needs a liver. These are just the top of my head.
These are just people that are in hospitals right now.
Yes, they're actually okay. So we're past those. Let's get.
What would an alcoholic who doesn't have livers? What would that take? Like, what form would that be in the fantasy world?
Oh, he's like all green.
He's all green.
Jaundiced.
Oh
Like,
no, he's just a guy.
He's just a guy. He's a regular
jaundiced up.
Or he's a fish.
Ooh,
he drinks like a fish.
He drinks like a fish.
Except
I like
he would
that.
be a weird fish man because he's
He'd
not
have
going to be like
legs.
flopping on the yellow
He'd be like, he'd be like a centaur, only be man on the bottom and fish on the top.
Dorothy, will you miss me when I'm going to see the wizard? I'm going to see the wizard. He will stop me.
I think. So there was the Tin Man needed a heart.
So yeah, there was Tin Man heart, Scarecrow is a brain,
Yep.
and Lion needed courage, which isn't a body part. He just.
I mean, so it's not based on body part.
If I only had a foot. I'm a really regular guy. I don't have any fatal flaws. I'm just missing a foot.
There's a guy and he has erectile dysfunction and he needs a dick.
Or
There's like a Ken doll down there.
It's a guy who doesn't have a sphincter and
He's full of shit.
He's just always flowing.
He's always flowing.
Oh God.
I mean, these are all like they need a good thing.
They need a good thing.
They need a good thing. Like they don't need to not be an alcoholic. They need
a liver.
They need no, but then they would just continue
That's
drinking.
the point.
That's the point. Is they're going to continue drinking. I'm gonna say I need some class.
You need some class.
I need some class.
He's a grubby
maybe
boy.
like a fancy like crow. Like that would be.
That'd be interesting.
What's up? How's it going?
You sing a song about class.
What?
I mean, a fancy
If
crow.
you don't have class, I'll beat your ass. Wait.
Dorothy's like, wait a minute.
Wait a second.
You can't join our troop.
So
No cussing in our troop.
There's cowardly lions. There are lions that can talk. There are tin men who can talk. There are scarecrows. So these are all
It's an
human-based.
octopus who doesn't have any pants.
Okay, but how would he wear the pants? Where would the pants be?
They'd have 8 legs.
Is it just on the end of each leg?
No, it'd go up and zip above where the...
Where do they poop out of?
Where do you poop out of, Will?
Where do you poop? Anywhere I can get.
Anywhere I want.
Anywhere I want. I'm a fucking adult.
I'm a grown-ass man.
I'm a grown-ass man. I don't need your support on this.
Everything's humanoid except for like the lion they just made humanoid.
Yeah, he's yeah, that's true. Why are none of the I think the Lollipop Guild is pretty and that entire Munchkin community, they're pretty okay with how their life is. So probably not a Munchkin.
I think
unless
the
one of
Lollipop
them was
Guild,
like, I wish I was in like the height of Dorothy.
no one ever like saw Dorothy and was like, Wait, I wish I was
What
that
the
tall.
fuck? That would be like
dope. That would be fucking dope.
That'd be like a child looking at you and being like, "What?
I can't even imagine. What?
Where's his face? I can't even see it." Does that ever happen to you?
Then the child says, "Where's your face?"
The faceless man.
The child's like, "Where's his face, Mom? Where is it? I need to know."
If I only had some skin.
Oh, no.
What about that?
Halloween.
Halloween.
He's just a skelly man. He's like, "What? Hello? How's it going, Dorothy?"
Oh,
Spooky, scary skeletons. That's me.
that's me.
What if one of the trees who threw the apples was like, "I just want to stop being an asshole.
If I only had some compassion.
If only I could move. Can you bring me back the thing from the wizard?"
Like, we'll just chop you down. Like, no.
What's a good? I want us to get a solid answer because we've been riffing on this. But I feel, are we gonna get to a solid answer?
Are we gonna get to a solid answer? I think it's because it's the courage and lion one is sort of like, oh, he doesn't have what you think of lions having.
What's the opposite of something that a fantasy thing would have?
A fantasy thing.
Yeah, because I presume it's fantasy.
Yeah, true.
Plant not having chlorophyll. Stupid science joke, damn it.
You fucking nerd. Just an albino
nerd.
plant.
A dumb nerd. Oh wait, that's what Scarecrow is. He's kind of nerdy.
If I only understood Magic the Gathering.
That I could have my people. I think maybe like a bird that's afraid of flight is like an actual answer.
That's an actual answer.
That's a real answer. I think we could keep the classy crow.
The classy crow who really just wants to be able to fly.
Yes.
If I only had my wings.
That's a good one. This is
There
a
you go.
legitimate one. I think we got it.
There you go.
All right, cut it. Cut the take. All right.
All right.
I'm sick of doing this podcast, dude.
Podcast, dog. Like,
Can we just? Oh, fuck, we're still.
if
got another-
I saw the wizard, I'd say if I could only be done with this podcast.
Oh,
Sheesh.
Jesus Christ. Well, I got another segment. I got another spooky segment. This is actually a
Whoa!
very spooky segment.
Werewolf bar mitzvah.
I told Theo that I put a lot of research into this one.
Hmm.
And it is a top 10. But
Ooh.
you could consider it the bottom 10
That's what I do. Top 10 worsts.
because it is top 10 worst, and it's worst monsters in horror movies.
Yeah, nice. I love
So
this.
this is a Halloween theme.
I've never gotten to be served up a top
Yes.
10 before. This is exciting.
All right, so I'm going to go from the bottom up.
Yeah.
How about that? So I had a lot of different kind of things that I based this on. One is like creativity.
Okay. Yeah, definitely.
2 is how shitty it is.
Yep.
3 is laziness.
Okay.
Story, like the story they're a part of.
Right,
Because
yeah.
not like sometimes it's a meh thing, but it's like a funny story.
Right.
So I based this on a lot of stuff, which I'm just gonna.
Is there any factor in there for how shitty they are at being a monster?
Yes.
Okay.
How bad they are in motion, which is bad for a visual
For a visual medium?
for a non-visual medium. Because,
Okay.
So I'm going to be actually showing you pictures of this.
Okay.
Podcast
And I'll
listeners,
I can
you
describe.
yeah, you're going to describe it, but
Yeah.
also look these up because they're fucking.
Ooh, I'm excited
bananas.
about this.
Number 10, The Gingerbread Man is the name of the movie.
Okay.
The Ginger Dead Man.
The
I'm sorry.
ginger dead man.
Ginger Dead Man is
The gingerbread wakes up. What is this? What is my flesh?
Here's the tagline: "Evil never tasted so good." It's a 2006 American horror comedy film directed by Charles Band. Gary Busey stars as the titular
Wow.
Ginger Dead Man.
Big name right there.
Created from a mix of gingerbread spice mix and the ashes of a deceased serial killer, Millard Findelmeyer, who terrorized a small town
No.
bakery.
Who does this? Who's like,
This
okay,
is-
quarter cup flour, third of a cup sugar, fourth of a cup ash.
I read all the synopses of all these. Like I went hard on this.
Yep.
His mother was a witch and she delivered it to a bakery, and then they happened to the guy cut his finger when he was making the gingerbread, and then the lightning struck the oven when it's stupid. Here's what it looks like.
Oh my god, that's fucking terrifying.
It's terrifying. In motion, it looks like plastic. Like in
Oh my god.
when it's
it looks
saw
like
video
a
of it.
person in a costume, like a mascot costume as a gingerbread man, but they have a horrifying grimace on their face and they're holding a knife to their neck.
Yes. He's very ugly, and in motion, it does the like. What's a good example? Like it's when you have a really shitty puppet and the mouth isn't very big, so it's like the mouth doesn't fully close. You're like, you son of a bitch! Like,
yeah.
The reason
Very
it's number
rubbery.
10 is because I feel like it's kind of on the nose, and it's just Chucky, and also it's a horror comedy, so I
Right,
feel like
yeah,
it takes
is.
points off.
Yeah.
Number 9, Trolls 2.
Trolls 2, classic.
Classic.
They ate her. Now they're gonna eat me.
Oh my god! So, the 1990 classic, the plot concerns a family pursued by vegetarian goblins. They're not even trolls.
They're not even trolls.
And they go to Nilbog, which is
That's lame.
who seek to transform them into plants so that they can eat them. This is number 9 because some of them are not bad looking. They're kind of creepy, but the one on the bottom that I'm showing Theo is very bad.
Dobby is an evil elf. Dobby must turn you to a vegetable.
So his eyes are crossed. His face is very flat.
It looks like Dobby.
eyes are bulging.
It looks like Dobby got really old and bought a house in the middle of nowhere and now protects it with a shotgun
Very libertarian
and
now.
eats soup with no spoon and just puts it in his fucking face.
He's not a very good troll.
Dobby is a libertarian elf.
Dobby the libertarian. States right. The taxes are theft.
This is my sock, and this is my house, and this is my land.
Dobby is free from taxes. That's stealing from Dobby.
The state cannot control Dobby.
So number 8. I've got enough this libertarian Dobby. Number 8 is Killers from Space, which is a very on the nose. It's
very
from
on the nose.
1954, so very old. A scientist is killed in a plane crash and is resurrected by an alien race for the purpose of acquiring the information necessary for them to take over the planet.
Okay.
They plan to do so by, quote, using giant insects and reptiles grown from the radiation absorbed from our own atomic bomb tests.
What?
They have him collect nuclear plans while brainwashed. They find this out and blow up the alien base with a power surge. I wrote those parts in. It makes no sense.
Cool.
This ranks number 1 in laziness.
Okay. Oh, they're just people with big eyes.
No, they have googly eyes.
They're just people with big Google
It's
eyes.
basically-
And they're just frowning. They have big frowns and big eyebrows.
And big, very bushy eyebrows.
Big, very
So,
bushy eyebrows, yeah.
like, they're not even like golf balls or like ping pong balls. They're like very big
they're very
like,
big ping pong balls
they're
with
like-
googly eyes.
They're like in between a ping pong ball and a baseball.
And they're like bulging out of their head.
And they just,
It's definitely lazy.
it's very lazy.
Very
They
lazy.
basically look like googly eyes. But I thought they were very funny.
They're funny looking. I like them.
This is It Conquered the World is number 7 from 1956.
Woo, it's
which
an
is a
oldie.
spoiler. It Conquered the World considers an alien creature from the planet Venus that secretly wants to take control of the Earth. The creature makes radio contact with the disillusioned human scientist who agrees to help because the scientist believes that an alien intervention will bring peace to the doomed humanity itself. This looks like a fucking Power Ranger villain.
It's like a cone sticking
It's
out
a
of the ground
cone with a
that has
face.
an evil like face.
It's even funnier in motion because it doesn't move fast.
does
there's
just waddle?
5 soldiers and they're shooting bazookas and like guns at it and they're like, we can't defeat it. And it comes up to him slowly like it's just rovering on
Oh,
wheels
God.
and then it grabs one and just chokes him for a little bit. And then
Oh,
the
my
scientist who's the disillusioned scientist in the scene I watched just is like, I'll handle this. And he has this little hand flamethrower and he just goes right up to its face and he goes, I thought we could work together, but I guess we can't. And just sticks it in its eye and burns the shit out of its eye.
It's like, what the fuck?
And the thing just goes and grabs him. He's like, "Oh shit! I didn't
Oh,
expect
no.
this." It's so dumb looking.
Oh no.
All right, so this one is the alligator people. That's the whole. It's basically the thing.
I think wait. No, I'm sorry, go ahead.
A woman recounts the story. This is like a story within a story, like somebody's interviewing her, of how her husband disappeared and how her search led her to a plantation he used to live on. Turns out scientists that were trying to regenerate limbs accidentally made a half man, half alligator creature, and her husband is now an alligator man. He tries to reverse it and ends up as more of an alligator. He's wearing
actually-
khakis with a belt.
And he's wearing just like a reptile scale shirt that looks like
Yes.
it's made of snakeskin.
And then like an alligator head.
I love that he's just like, All right, I'm gonna go mow the lawn.
I love it.
Honey.
He is wearing khakis, and he just has like he's a man that just has a shirt on.
You've parked behind me. I need to get out. Can you swap cars?
In the trailer I watched, it was so fucking funny because you could tell the actor didn't know how the fuck to look out of the thing because he's just like, they're like, get out of here, you monster! And he's like in a dark bog, and he just kind of like backs up, and he actually falls into a swamp, and they kept the tape. Like it's obviously like he tripped. He's like, oh shit, and he's like in this thing. He's like, uh-oh.
That's all we have time for tonight. That's it. That's the take.
We're number 5 is Blood Freak.
Ooh.
A biker named Herschel helps a girl named Angel who has a flat tire. She goes to her farm where she warns her about her pot-smoking sister Anne.
Beware
Herschel
the demon's lettuce.
Herschel stays with them to get back on his feet. This is the devil's lettuce. And is seduced into smoking a joint by Anne.
Seduced?
He is then addicted to pot.
Hey, you want a joint? Sure. Oh, I need more now.
He gets a job at a local turkey farm that scientists in charge have been experimenting on.
The turkey jerk.
Herschel agrees to eat the turkey meat and has a seizure. They dump his body and he wakes up with a turkey head.
The turkey jerk!
Instead of his own. He then craves the blood of addicts.
What?
He is then helped and then decapitated by Anne. So she was like, I'm cool with this. Never mind, you're killing too many of my
I feel like this is
friends.
a propaganda film.
Oh, it's 100%. Because turns out it was all a drug-fueled hallucination and an angel helps Herschel get clean.
Yeah.
But
this
while
is just
he's
propaganda.
a monster, let's see if you can see that.
Oh my god, that's not what I was expecting.
I think it's very good.
It looks
kind of
like Majora's Mask.
It's a chicken mask, one.
Yeah.
And it's only a chicken mask. He's normal. Like he has a normal body other than the chicken mask.
So just put on this mask.
So it's very lazy.
Yep.
The story is bananas. So these are all
and on top
things.
of it all, the cherry on top, it's propaganda.
And it's Turkey Monster.
And
it's
it's Turkey Monster.
Creative,
Yep.
Although I feel like they could have done more. That's why it's only number 5.
Okay.
All right, number 4 is The Night of the Lepus, 1972. This is the quote from IMDb. Giant mutant rabbits terrorize the Southwest. That's it.
That's the whole... That's it?
That's it. That's basically it. This is one from Rotten Tomatoes. A hormone intended to control the breeding of rabbits had a catastrophic effect and transformed them into gigantic monsters.
Okay.
While scientists desperately work to combat the menace they have created in the horror thriller set in Arizona desert. So these are just giant rabbits.
They are indeed large bunnies.
They're just big rabbits.
They're the size of a truck.
They're the size of a truck, basically. The reason why this is on the list, because normally you'd be like, giant animal, normal. The fact that it's rabbits, which are the most docile creatures...
They're scared of you. They'd run away.
This used to be number 1 for me, just because I thought it had...
so,
everything is just so misguided.
Right.
Like, everything is like, why would you think that rabbits... Like,
also, okay, we're like coming up with ideas for a horror movie.
Yeah.
Me and you are like, okay, what are people scared of? Rabbits?
Clowns.
Rabbits, like, so far down the list.
down.
Like goblins.
They're prey animals.
Ghouls.
They won't step on you. Like,
Ghosts.
They will act... Here's the thing. I would want this. I would want to ride a rabbit.
Oh, it'd be fast as
That'd
fuck.
be fast as fuck. They would be cute. They'd be like, you could...
They'd be cuddly?
They'd be cuddly.
They just eat like carrots and...
Yeah, I think the thing with this is they might eat human flesh, but I don't know why. They don't give a reason.
Because anything that's supposed to be scary eats human flesh.
Yeah,
that's a cop-out. That's a cop-out. That's lazy.
But I did enjoy it. It's also lazy because they just made miniatures and put rabbits into
Oh
miniatures
God.
of the set. There's also... So I'm going to give some honorable mentions to things that are like this. The Killer Shrews from 1950.
Nice.
That is just dogs that they taped fangs onto.
What?
And they're supposed to eat 3 times their own weight daily or starve. That was from the trailer because I saw the trailer and I laughed because they are dogs. There's also another one that is just called, let me find the name, Slugs.
Slugs.
1988. Carnivorous slugs attack a rural community.
I mean, you can outwalk a slug.
Exactly. There's just a bunch of them. Also, they're like, they have teeth. You know what's a slug with teeth? A fucking leech.
It's just a leech.
They just wanted leeches. Just make it leech.
Make it a leech.
All right. Number 3.
We're getting down to it.
Basket Case.
Basket Case.
From 1982. A young man... oh, no, I missed one. I'm sorry. Okay. I gotta... This is the real number 3.
You can just cut that bit out if you want.
No, it doesn't matter.
All right.
I want the audience to know I fuck up. This is From Hell It Came from 1957.
Ooh.
The short of it is a wrongfully accused South Seas prince is executed and returns as a walking tree stump.
What?
I'll give you the long of it now. A South Seas Island prince.
I just like the idea that he arrived and the devil's like, I'm going to give you one chance to get back at anybody who you want. I can give you anybody. We have
No, Stump.
lion. We have demon.
I just watched Guardians of the Galaxy.
Are you sure?
I want to be
We just
Groot.
got a new model in the Bigfoot. You could be the Bigfoot.
Can you make me as cool as Groot?
No, we just have this pre-owned
You
tree
haven't
stump.
even seen him, my friend. So, a South Sea Island prince is wrongly convicted of murder and executed by having a knife driven into his heart, the result of a plot by a witch doctor, the true murderer, who resents the prince's friendly relations with the American scientists stationed on the field laboratory of the island. You can tell this is the 1950s, like
Yep.
American propaganda, like, everyone loves our medicine.
Right.
The prince is buried into a hollow tree trunk and is forgotten about until a nuclear radiation, always nuclear radiation,
Classic.
reanimates him in the form of Tabonga. A scowling tree stump.
Swamp Thing and
He
Tabonga.
looks like Swamp Thing.
my
You're
God.
going to see him. The monster escapes from the laboratory and kills several people, including the witch doctor, whom the Tabonga pushes down a hill to be impaled on his own crown of shark teeth.
Oh no!
The creature cannot be stopped, burned, or trapped. This is also what the cone-shaped fellow from It Conquers the World, where they're just like, we can't kill it, which is justification for it moving very slow.
Yeah.
Only when a crack rifle shot from one of the scientists drives the knife, which still protrudes from the creature's chest, all the way through its heart, does it finally die and sink to the swamp.
Wait, so it wasn't the bullet? Is the bullet hit the knife?
It hit the knife. This is the fellow.
Oh my god! It looks like Yoda made of wood.
He has like a Fu Manchu mustache made of trees.
It's so weird.
In motion, it looks fucking terrible. Because imagine being a child in an adult's football pads. That's what it looks like. Of just like
You can't see. Your arms are just not quite
listeners, do an experiment for me. Put your arms out in a T pose, and then bend it downward at the elbow. And try walking around like that. That is the width of this thing, and it kind of waddles everywhere. And so he has to murder people, and he shows up and just like behind them, and just like the face doesn't emote. It just kind of like and he has to like lift people, and they're like, oh, and they slowly run away, and he's like,
I'm coming for you.
you can see him like stumble. He can't see shit. So that one's very high in the once you see it in motion,
Does
it's
not work.
Fucking stupid. All right, the actual.
Number 3.
Number two.
Number 2
is Basket Case.
Here we
from
go.
1982. A young man carrying a big basket that contains his extremely deformed Siamese twin brother seeks vengeance on the doctors who separated them against their will.
What? Oh god!
It's very spooky.
It's very spooky.
This is actually a cult classic.
It looks. What does it look like? It looks like a
Imagine-
glob coming out of a face made out of clay.
This is what he is. He's a Geodude if it was made of flesh.
Yeah,
Because he is-
That's a very good. But it also has like a body that's in a basket.
It comes out of the basket and it kind of like wobbles around. He's like, meh, 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 meh.
Oh my god!
Because it just kind of goes like, and kind of just yells, and he kills people. He
Why?
like pops out of the basket. I love this guy because there's a level of I can't imagine like Tabonga. Can't imagine it actually killing somebody.
What if? Okay, so imagine this guy gets caught after killing somebody. They send him
Yeah.
to prison. And you're the
They put the
poor
little
sucker.
handcuffs.
You're the poor sucker who rolls into jail and is like, "Here's your roommate." Holy shit! What is that? Listen, I killed people, but I do not deserve to be in a cell with that
He's
thing.
got razor sharp teeth and just little hands.
Holy shit!
he
That's
just
fucking
pops out of
wild.
people.
It's
from his
fucking wild.
basket
Oh
and
my
kills
god.
him. He's useless.
Oh.
He kind of he walks on his hands a little bit, but anyway. All right, number 1, Creature from the Haunted Sea, which is both
Black
generic
Lagoon.
and very also a ripoff. Also, it's bad.
Also, it's bad.
1961. During the Cuban Revolution, deported American gambler and racketeer Renzo Geppetto
Geppetto.
comes up with a get-rich-quick scheme and uses his yacht to help a group of loyalists headed by General Tostada escape with Cuba's national treasury, which they plan to use to stage a counter-revolution.
So this is National Treasure, but
This
Cuba.
is American secret agent XK150 using the alias Sparks Morin. Call me Sparks.
Sparky.
Has infiltrated the group to figure out what they're up to. Capetto plans to steal a fortune in gold and then claim that the mythical creature from the haunted sea rose and devoured the loyalists. But it is he and his crew who murder the Cuban soldiers with sharpened claw-like gardening tools and leave behind footprints made of toilet plunger and a mixture of olive oil and green ink.
What?
However, he does not know that there really is a shaggy Popeye sea
Oh my
monster
God.
lurking in the very waters that he plans to do the dirty deed, and that the creature may make his plans all too easy to pull off.
Hey, you're ruining my reputation. I'm a nice guy.
I love this because it's multiple levels. It's weirdly political.
Yep.
It's Sparks Morin.
It's a harebrained scheme.
It's a harebrained, like a get rich quick. No, this is like a very hard thing to do. Just like hapless criminals.
I like the
also
CSI crime scheme. They're like, what do we got here? I don't know. We got these tracks. It tastes like olive oil
and green.
green slime.
A little bit of plunger in there. What is what is also what?
It looks like an open and shut case.
So they were on our boat, and the monster came up and killed them. Whoa!
That's it.
Why didn't it kill you? Oh fuck!
I got away.
I got away. So,
Better not go out there.
I love the monster being like,
Oh, you did it before I could. I wanted to kill him.
I was going at the angle of like, hey, I've been working really hard to get my reputation up.
Listen,
The people are scared of
Everyone
me.
says I'm haunted.
so this is
I'm a really nice guy. I like pottery.
so I love the story of this. I love the dumbness.
Yep.
The costume makes me laugh every time.
It's
made-
so bad.
It's so bad. It's googly eyes. It's big, like
It looks
ping
like-
pong ball
It
googly
looks like
eyes.
a mummy made out of dryer lint
Yep.
with giant googly eyes.
And it's in the water all the
it's in
time.
the
So
water.
it looks like it's weighed down
has,
all the
like,
time.
little
And it
fangs.
has very metal fingers
Oh my god.
to stab people. It makes me laugh so. Its eyes are so dull
Just
and
so-
fake, like paper mache, just staring out.
Lifeless eyes.
But that one was my favorite because it's lazy. It's made of like
And the plot
nothing.
makes no sense, and
plot
it's
makes-
weirdly
and,
political.
Oh, it's everything
It's
I
everything
wanted.
you ever wanted.
So that's my top 10 list
That was
of
very good. That was primo.
primo
Primo content.
Halloween content. Everyone have a very safe Halloween this year.
But make sure to spook somebody,
Make sure it's not too much that they get scared to death
and they shoot you.
and they shoot you. That was last
Oh,
episode.
no.
But if you are hiding away and listening to this podcast on Halloween, you can creep over to
There you go. It's a lot of good words.
to our Gmail and send us an email at segmentcitypodcast@gmail.com or hit up our Twitter.
Lurk on over to our Twitter at
Oh.
Segment City.
At Segment City, remember to leave us a spooky review on iTunes and share this with your friends. We're going to we have on our YouTube channel, our SpookTube channel,
Spook Boo channel.
that we have individual segments, the best of, so you can send that to people.
Why didn't we do the whole podcast in that voice?
Fuck, that would be hard.
Kill me.
Oh, and then there are giant rabbits.
Oh no! And here comes Libertarian Dobby.
He's not coming back.
He's coming back. Stay off of my podcast.
If we name this episode Libertarian Dobby, I'm going to probably quit the podcast.
No, it has to be. It has to be.
I'm going to quit
Oh
the
my
podcast.
God.
I'm going to forget about
So
this.
good.
And no, stop. It can't be our Halloween. It has to be one of the things that we did.
No, it has to be Libertarian Dobby. Anyways,
Anyways,
we want to give a big shout out to.
fuck you.
Do it.
You did it. I'm doing everything else. I do everything.
You have to do it.
I do everything around here. Rachel Robinson for her theme song. She's wonderful, and she has her own podcast called Create Loud, so give her a listen.
Please do.
She has wonderful music.
She does. So,
I think
thank you for listening. Tell a friend about us.
Back to the crypt with me.
Back to my coffin.
Back to my favorite place, the bathroom. Goodbye. Bye from Segment City, where all the ghouls are going. Oh, bye ghouls.
Bye,
We're going
ghouls.
back
Good night,
into-
ghouls.
I guess the only one night. All right.
Just trail off. All right, take it easy. Bye, people.
I'm sick of this podcast. Why do we even do it?